This is Dolany TV, and ladies and gentlemen, the after party goes to round two. The Bakersfield Condors got the job done last night, a 5-2 victory over top of the Colorado Eagles to cement a 3-1 series victory. And oh my guys, I watched as many highlights as I possibly could last night, and let me tell you, they each looked better and better as things went along. I can barely make the words. I'm so excited for this one because it was a great team victory for the Condors last night. We'll get to what that means in a second here. I just got to get through all the highlights here because I need to find where my first highlight is of the night. And there we go. There it is. So for the Bakersfield Condors, ladies and gentlemen, round two begins May 3rd, Friday, next week, whatever you want to call it. And then Saturday, May 4th in Bakersfield is game number 2. Wednesday, May 8th, first game in San Diego. Friday, May 10th, second game in San Diego. Shifts back to Bakersfield for Saturday, May 11th. Then back to San Diego, May 13th. Then back to Bakersfield if necessary for game 7, May 15th on the Wednesday. So you kind of have that Friday, Saturday schedule, and then Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then you go Monday, Wednesday, just like a regular NHL series, because essentially the AHL, what I see from the schedule making, follows more the Junior B kind of schedule making of Friday, Saturday, and Wednesdays, like an occasional Sunday thrown in there as well. So guys, a team effort, as I said. It was Mitch Callahan who opened up the scoring for the Bakersfield Condors. His only point in the series was the 1-0 goal getter. And guys, that was an absolute beauty of a feed. It was, I believe, Tyler Benson from Ethan Bear. And of course, well, you've got Mitch Callahan on the breakaway finishing it off, guys. This is one thing that I really loved. I've been critical of media covering the Oilers in the past. I'm not going to deny that. But what I love is how they came out and classed a bunch of guys on the Bakersfield Condors last night. Two-way grinders that get the job done offensively and defensively. And I think the term they used was grind gang. I can't remember who it was. Like I said, I'm not going looking for that because I ain't about to waste my time. But let's get to the stats for this series, guys. As I don't watch too many Bakersfield Condors games, I only watched one all year. Focused on the Oilers, you know that. I think that's fair. Brad Malone, a guy, well, he was a warm body in the Oilers lineup for how many games this year? 5 points through the 4 games. The guy was absolutely going out there on a mission to show and prove that, hey, if I'm not going to be an NHL player, I'm going to be an absolute stud in the AHL. And then you've got Evan Bouchard, speaking of studs, 4 points in 2 games played. The guy was playing unreal hockey. I mean, debut game was absolutely phenomenal, unbelievable. But even better yet, he goes and gets that Bouchard bomb, the Bouch bomb from the point to get another goal on the board for the Condors, an important one last night. And then you've got a guy like Patrick Russell, who was in the Oilers lineup at times this year. Injuries were kind of a problem early on for him. But 4 points in 4 games to help the Condors get the job done. Hey, that's what we respect, and that's exactly the grind gang. I think there's a bunch of guys who are going to be vying for 2 or 3 spots in the Oilers lineup. I said it yesterday in a comment. I honestly believe the way things are trending with guys like Patrick Russell, Joseph Gambardella, Josh Curry, and you can throw in maybe 1 or 2 other guys like Tyler Benson, or, you know, there's a couple of fringe guys that I don't want to start getting excited about because really they're probably AHL guys and I don't need to jump the gun. But Jujhar Khaira, I don't know if he has a spot going forward on the Oilers into next year. That was the point I was getting to. So for Evan Polai, another guy who's kind of that fringe guy who, you know what, never mind him. He might have a good camp and might find some NHL playing time next year. 3 points in 4 games. He's clutching up. Luke Esposito, 3 points in 4 games. Then you've got William Legason and Keegan Lowe. Now, Keegan Lowe, both these guys with 3 points. Sorry, meant to mention that there. But Keegan Lowe, guys, this was an absolute beauty of a scrap that he had. He absolutely went out there, took it to A.J. Greer after, I believe it was Cooper Marody who was cross-checked if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Huge melee after Goodson ran Russell from behind into an open bench door. Yep, and Kessie runs Marudi from behind, and the Condors head to there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. So, for the Bakersfield Condors, Keegan Lowe, the captain, an absolute gem. I mean, not a gem as in he'll be a great NHL player one day. No, he's a gem to have because he's a leader. He's done this most of his career in terms of the AHL, and he's an absolute force on the back end. Not an offensive put up 70 points in the season force, but a guy who goes out there every single night, gives his heart on the line, hustles it out, punches people if need be, and gets the job done on the back end for the Bakersfield Condors. You know what? You can say how great of a goaltender Shane Sterrett is, but there's a reason Shane Sterrett's a great goaltender, because he has a great defensive core as well. Goaltending, as many goalies will probably tell you, is about as much luck and is about as much defense help as it is actual own ability and skill. So for Shane Sterrett, you know what? He's probably pretty glad to have him. And honestly, the development of Caleb Jones, Ethan Bear, now we're seeing it with Evan Bouchard, William Legason, Logan Day. Guys, it is absolutely unreal what's going on down there in Bakersfield at this current moment. Going into round two, it only looks even better at this point. So let's keep getting excited for this, because you take a look. I've gone through all the stats for all the guys pretty much, other than a few of them. Tyler Benson picked up 2 points. Ethan Bear picked up 2 points. Gambardella Stanton had 2 points. And then you've got Logan Day, Mitch Callahan, Dave Gus, Josh Curry, Caleb Jones all in there with 1 point each. But the more important number, this is, as I said, a good defense helps a goaltender every time, but a good goaltender helps a team 100% of the time. Shane Sterrett, 9 goals against in 4 games played, 237 minutes, 21 seconds on the ice for him in that series. 2.28 goals against average, so that's why he's got the 2.28. That's why I mentioned the minutes, just to make sense of that. 3 wins, 1 loss, and, well, 93 shots against. So that's the one thing. In 4 games to have 93 shots against, that's less than 4? Yeah, I think less than 24 shots against per game is what Shane Sterrett faced in the playoffs. That's unreal defense from our team down there in Bakersfield. 90.3% save percentage for Shane Sterrett. Ooh. Does that ever sound good? But guys, the more important numbers that we have to get ourselves entitled to here, entitled to knowing, is, well, the San Diego Gulls, who are the second round opponents. Sam Steele, Sam Carrick, Chase DeLeo, the top, well, actually, there's a bunch of guys with 4 points. Let's not say Chase DeLeo's in the top echelon. Sam Steele and Sam Carrick, the two Sams, those guys are going to be the scary force to deal with for the Gulls all playoff long in this 4, 5, 6, 7 game series upcoming. Sam Steele, Sam Carrick, both with 6 points for the Anaheim Ducks AHL affiliate. This is also the game against Dallas Eakins. Don't forget that. So the future Anaheim Ducks coach is facing what could be the future Edmonton Oilers coach. So funny to see. Then you've got Chase DeLeo with 4, Justin Clues with 4, Ben Street with 4, Max Jones with 4, Adam Cracknell with 3, man, we all know that name. Kiefer Sherwood, 3 points, Jacob Larson, 3 points, Corey Trop, 2 points, Andy Walensky, 2 points, Matt Barry, 2 points, Kelly Casilla, 2 points, and then you get into the 1 point guys in Jake Dodson, Jack Kopalka, Simone Bennett, Benoit, Jeez, brutal. Jacob Manga, Trevor Murphy, and then you've got Josh Mahura, who didn't have a single point. But everybody except Josh Mahura, that's 19 guys, had points for the San Diego Gulls in their first opening round. And that is where we get to the goalies. I need to submit this. Hopefully my internet works. There it is. So Jeff Glass, the goaltender they used all series long, 233 minutes in that series, 9 goals against, a 232 goals against average, and while the better thing is a 917 save percentage. However, he faced 108 shots. So guys, for the Bakersfield Condors in the second round. It's going to be a challenge. Colorado was a challenge, but that's exactly what the playoffs are. I hope down there in Baco you guys are absolutely enjoying the heck out of this. I'm Tyson, this is Goaltending TV. Let me know how excited you are for round 2. I am up on out of here.